Hello, my cosmic friends. Welcome back to my channel, Beautiful Cosmos Tarot 2. My name is Cosmos. Nice to meet you if you are new, and if you're one of my subscribers, hello. Thank you once again for being here. I really appreciate it. Thank you. All right, guys. Today I just put out my K-pop predictions for Jennie of Blackpink, and one of you let me know in that video that, well, Seunghan has been announced to make his solo debut in 2025. Thank you so much for letting me know. I really appreciate it. I do try to keep up with, K-pop news, but I have a full-time job and it's hard to manage both sometimes. So thank you so much for letting me know. And you know what? Let's just have a look. From what I have gathered so far, well, majority of fans, they're not happy about that. Some are happy because, well, Seunghan is giving another opportunity to be able to work. After all, he has trained for a long time with Riize, and a lot of people are not. I would say the majority of international fans, they're not happy because, well, he's not coming back to Riize, and that is not what they want. So, if you're not familiar with Seunghan and what happened, just search his name, Seunghan and Riize, and you will find a lot of videos that will explain his situation better. I'll give you the fast lesson here. Seunghan, he debuted with Riize. Hold on, because I don't remember. Let me grab my notebook. Okay. So, Riize debuted way back in September 4, 2023. It started out as 7 members. Shotaro, Unsuk, Seungchan, Wonbin, Seunghan, Sohee, and Antoine. Well, one day it was made public that Seunghan had an ex-girlfriend. Oh my god, delusional fans and their crazy fantasies were destroyed, so they started hating on Seunghan. And also there were videos of Seunghan smoking. While I don't support smoking, well, it's nothing new. You know. We have all done our fair share of dumb stuff, and, well, smoking a cigarette is nothing wrong, but you know what, in South Korea, oh, it's a big sin. Especially for a K-pop item. Seunghan was put on an indefinite hiatus. He came back from his hiatus almost a year later, and then I think it was 2 or 3 days later, it was announced that, no, Seunghan was out of Riize because, once again, the psychotic delusional fans, they had a negative reaction. They started sending funeral wreaths and a bunch of other stuff. So he was kicked out. And now, well, it's been announced that in 2025, Seunghan will make his solo debut. Yeah. If you want more details, once again, search it up here on YouTube. And there's plenty of videos that explain it a lot better than what I can. So this is what I'm going to do for this video. I have 2 pieces of paper here. I'm going to make 2 piles. One of them, we're going to take a look at Seunghan's possible future as a solo artist. So that's why I put that as solo. And the other one is what would happen if, by a miracle, he were to rejoin Riize. Okay. So I'm going to prepare the 2 piles using my oracles and tarot decks I have right here. And we will see. Okay. This is going to be a long video, so I suggest you grab yourself your dinner or a cup of coffee or hot chocolate, because, yeah, it's going to be a long one. So here we go. Okay. All right, dear universe and spirit guides, what will happen if Seunghan just stays as a solo artist? A solo artist, thank you. Okay. Now what would happen if he rejoins Riize? Thank you. Rejoins Riize. Okay. Whoop. Thank you so much. I'm gonna just put these next to a chair I have next to me. And I did tell you it's going to be a lot. My plan was only to get like 2 or 1 cards from the Oracle deck. But hey, those came out, so I took them. Okay, dear spirit guides. What would happen if he just stays with his solo career. Not that one. This one and this one. What is gonna happen with Seunghan if he were to rejoin Riize? Thank you, to rejoin Riize. Thank you. Same question, my dear spirit guys, heavenly guys. What will happen with Seunghan if he just stays as a solo artist? And there's a third one here. Okay. What would happen with Seunghan if he rejoins Riize? If he were to rejoin, thank you, Riize. Okay. And now I'm gonna use this one. This is the Ocean Sen Tarot. Technically, this is a tarot, but when I look at this deck for the first time ever, I felt that it was both an oracle deck and a tarot deck. So that's why today I'm using it as an oracle deck. Okay, so dear heavenly spirit guys, what will happen if Seunghan just stays in his solo career? Thank you. Solo career. Thank you so much. We really appreciate it. What will happen if he goes back to Riize? Whoa. Okay, that one. You know what? I'm feeling this one. There we go. Okay. I did say this was going to be a long video, so. Okay. Now with the tarot decks, let's see. What will happen with Seunghan if he just stays as a solo artist? A solo artist, thank you. Not this one. And this one, thank you. What would happen if he were to rejoin Riize? Rejoin Riize. Not this one. Two. And this one, thank you. And actually, I'll leave that one there. Now I'll take this one. Okay. So once again, this is the solo, and if he rejoins Riize pile. Okay, dear heavenly guys, what would happen if he just stays as a solo artist? Seunghan. As a solo artist. Now what would happen if he rejoins Riize? Thank you. And this one, thank you. I'll leave that one there too. In case we need clarification or anything like that, then we will use the tarot decks. And now, same questions for you. If Seunghan just stays as a solo artist, what would happen? How is his future looking? If you hear my voice sounding weird, it's because, well, I'm getting hiccups. I just had dinner not that long ago, so I'm sorry. But as soon as I got out of work, I passed by a restaurant and I just had to have food. Okay. What would happen with Seunghan if he were to rejoin Riize? This one flipped over. And this one. Okay. And like I said, we would just leave those there. And I still have the oracle decks, but they're out of the camera, so we will take a look. Okay. I'm going to take a look first at his solo pile, okay? So if Mr. Seunghan, okay, let's have a look. You know what? I feel like doing this. So I'm going to ring this bell. So if you have headphones on, take them off or lower the volume. I feel like I need to clear the energy a little bit so that way we can just focus on this scenario. So take them out right now or lower the volume so that way your ears don't hurt. And just let me do this. This is just a little bit of my incense. Okay. There we go. Okay. Seunghan, as a soloist, how would things go for you? Let's find out. Let me take a look at the oracle cards first, and then I'll take a look at the tarot cards. And we have a lot of cards. Okay. I'll just spread them out like this. Okay, yeah, you can see that. Okay, this one's catching my attention. Oh, interesting. Okay, we have the New Beginnings card. And you know what? I just heard a breath of fresh air. From what I am picking up here, well, Seunghan, he was hoping, even though he himself made the decision to step away from Riize, once again, because of all of the craziness that happened, he decided to, leave Riize for his own good, for his own well-being, for his own health, emotionally, spiritually, and even physically. Seunghan, he was starting to get sick because of all of the hate that he was receiving when his announcement that he was coming back was made. It was really affecting him. So he decided for his own good to step away. So yes, even though part of him is sad that, well, he's not going to be part of Riize, he feels hopeful with this new beginning in 2025. He's hopeful. Oh, divine guidance. Well, whether we like it or not, it was meant to be. For Seunghan to be an idol, it was meant to be. It was meant to be. Now, from what I am picking up once again, and you are always free to not believe me, okay? You are always free to do that. I don't claim to know everything, but let's say if SM had not listened to, the psycho fans, in the long run, it would have been terrible for Seunghan to stay with Riize. In fact, I don't see Seunghan smiling at all if he has stayed in Riize. Okay? So for his own good, for his well-being, so far, and I know we still have all of this plus the tarot cards, so far it seems like it's a good thing. Imagination. It looks like Seunghan, he will also be able to explore a little more. Whether it's concepts, styles, music, he will have a little more freedom. I mean, yes, SM Entertainment is still gonna direct and stuff like that, but he will have a tad bit more freedom compared to the freedom he wouldn't have if he was with Riize. Okay. Eye of the needle, intentionality. I hear Seunghan saying, this is my beginning. This is my beginning. He appreciates all of the effort that his fans, whether they're in Korea, because there are Korean fans that are not agreeing with the psycho fans. I hate that they call themselves fans. But Those are saying of mine in Korea. He is thankful with those, and he is thankful with the international fans. But now Seunghan is saying, you know what? Okay, it happened and happened. This right now, this is my beginning. This is my beginning. And nobody's gonna take that away from me now. Look at that abundance. So yeah, once again, this debut for him is gonna be good. And you know what? I just don't see like abundance in money, but I see abundance in emotional health, his mental health. Like I was saying, if he has stayed with Riize, in the long run, it would not be good for him. It would not. Going with the flow. Seunghan right now, he's saying, you know what? We will see what happens. We will see. His mother did not want him to continue to be an idol after all that happened. Even if he was under a different company, she did not. And I mean, I completely understand, right? After seeing all the hell her son went through, I completely understand her. But once again, Seunghan is saying, here with intentionality, this is my beginning, and nobody's taking it away from me. And because he has this mindset, that is what's leading to abundance and to a more relaxed and a little bit more freer existence for him, from what I can see there. Change. This is the wheel of fortune. So once again, with divine guidance, he's gonna be okay. Acceptance. Okay, once again, oh my god, I'm so sorry, guys. Once again, Seunghan is saying, guys, I appreciate it. Thank you from the bottom of my heart, but accept it. Seunghan himself, does not want to go back, because you guys also have to remember that Riize, well, and not just Riize, but most of the times idols, they spend 98% of the time in South Korea. Yes, they go on tours and stuff like that, but it's mostly in Asia first, and then eventually a world tour, right? So that's, unfortunately, in South Korea, that's where most of the irrational people that don't like him are. So once again, from Seunghan's point of view, he's very thankful, but he would like people to just accept the fact that he is not going back to Riize. Of course, maybe 10 years from now, he would like it, because hopefully in 10 years from now, things will be forgotten by then. Because usually, let's be honest, that's what happens. Something big happens and then eventually it is forgotten. But yeah, Seunghan has accepted it, and he would like others to accept his new beginning. Healing. Seunghan is healing. I am getting this visual of him looking out of a window. I cannot tell if he's talking to a professional or if he's just talking to somebody, a friend. But doing that talking is what's helping Seunghan heal. Because it was traumatic. Everything that happened, it was very traumatic for him. Especially after seeing those funeral flowers. Oh, that really broke him. It traumatized him. Woodwives. Adaptability. Here with adaptability, Seunghan now is telling to himself, I have to adapt. Yes, of course, I wanted to be part of a group. I wanted to be part of Riize, but you know what? It did not happen, and oh well. It is what it is. Now I must adapt to my new reality, my new environment. So he's really encouraging himself. A tidy house. Clarity and organization. Yeah, now he's just working with, SM, the managers, and other people that make his solo debut possible. Because I see him in a meeting, And they actually have a calendar and they're going over stuff. So, yeah. He has accepted it and he's adapting. And let me drink some water. Okay. Okay. Now let's have a look at the tarot cards. What are we gonna learn here? Good thing I have a bigger table now. In my old channel, the table was always way too small for the amount of cards that sometimes I would need. King of Pentacles. I remember, well, from the shorts and comments that I was seeing online, that SM is only doing this because they are trying to debut a girl group in 2025 as well. And yes, that is part of the reason. But they do see that, well, Seunghan has had a lot of at least a lot of international support, and yes, some support in South Korea, but it's mostly international fans. So yes, in a way, this is to make international fans hopefully be quiet. That's what they're thinking. And of course, because they have another girl group to debut, so they are hoping that, all of this calms down a little bit. The Eight of Swords. Yeah. Behind the scenes, because she's here and this is a mirror, so in front she looks one way, but behind the scenes, in her insides, she sees herself like this. So SM behind the scenes is freaking out. They are really hoping that well, his debut is successful, that they are able to actually have a career for Seunghan, because once again, well, their girl group that they're gonna debut, they needed to be well. And even though people have said, oh, okay, I'm not just gonna boycott Riize, I'm gonna boycott all of the other K-pop groups that are under SM, for example, aespa. That hasn't happened, so they're like, okay. Once we give them something, everybody's just gonna stop because, I mean, for example, aespa is still thriving. They haven't gone downhill or anything like that, so they're hoping that, okay, everybody's gonna calm down, they're going to support Seunghan, and we can get back to business. The Eight of Swords. And they are those that, well, they're not getting their hopes up. Workers in SM. They're those that are not getting their hopes up that easily. The boycott, and also some stores that sell, albums and K-pop merch and stuff like that, they were not expecting those stores to actually boycott them as well. So some people are not very hopeful that this is gonna calm down the fans. Okay. Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles. Well, for Seunghan, once again, it's gonna go well for him. The Ten of Cups. Yeah, it's gonna go very well for him. There's still gonna be resentment towards SM, but I do see a lot of people saying that I am here for Seunghan, not for SM. So there's a lot of people that will support Seunghan. And of course, I see Seunghan being very grateful, very thankful for giving him another chance to do what he loves. The Six of Cups. Okay. What is this? The Fool. Well, while there are going to be those that are going to be so happy to see Seunghan again in his own element, here with the Fool card, there's still going to be those that are like, oh my god, let him go already. We don't need him and blah, 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 blah. There's still going to be those that are never going to shut up. There's still going to be those. All these crazy people. My goodness. The Nine of Pentacles. But you know what? Even though they're not going to like it, Seunghan is still going to keep on going. Six of Cups. Okay. And let me take a look at this here. They're the last three. Oh, the Wheel of Fortune. Oh, that's two Wheels of Fortune. We had one right here, one right here. So that's two Wheels of Fortune for Seunghan. Queen of Swords. Okay. Okay, there's two things that are catching my attention in this Queen of Swords. There's a butterfly here, and then there's a bird right there. There. I think you can see it. Birds represent freedom. Okay, they represent freedom, exploring. Butterflies, same thing. Freedom, exploring, transformation, and new beginnings. We had a butterfly in the beginning. So a whole new metamorphosis, a whole new beginning. So yes, going solo seems to be a good thing for Seunghan, and the Ace of Cups. Yeah, a very good thing. The hand is here and it's receiving. And this cup is full and overflowing with good things. So once again, Seunghan understands that there's a lot of people that support him and that they want him back with Riize. But Seunghan wants everybody to accept his new reality. He has accepted it. He is healing. He is adapting, organizing, doing what needs to be done. He is not alone. He is divinely guided. I don't know what higher power Seunghan believes in, but that is what he is choosing to believe as well. That there's, you know what, that there's a bigger plan out there for him. And that whoever is in charge, whoever he believes is in charge, is going to guide him in the right direction. So he's taking it day by day. As a soloist, he won't be lacking. He will have freedom to be a little more imaginative. He will have the abundance and the good fortune. Two wheels of fortune right here. Okay. Okay, this deck is catching my attention. What do you want to tell us about Seunghan and his solo endeavors? What else? Okay, there's four. Okay, we'll take them. Okay, the Emperor. The Hierophant. The Empress. And the Nine of Swords. I mean, Seunghan is always going to have the what if, right? What would have happened if none of this have happened? If I had never been sent on hiatus, if SM had done things differently, that is always going to be there. So from time to time, he will think about it. But once again, he is saying, okay, if I feel like crying, I'm going to cry. The figure here is actually crying. If I feel like crying, okay, I will cry. Heck, I will throw a tantrum if that is what I feel like it. But I'm going to keep on going. With the Hierophant, I'm going to be a master of my craft. This is not the journey I was expecting for myself, but I'm going to keep on going. I'm going to keep on going. And you know what? The Empress here, she is actually pregnant with the World. And it making me think of the World card. And the World card is a great card to have in a reading when it comes to anything. So yes, good things are building up. Good things are growing for him. And with the Emperor, I actually see him winning awards. Now, is it going to take time for that to happen? Yes, it will. But I see it happening. I see it happening. So once again, Seunghan, he's very thankful. He's very grateful for all of the efforts that his fans have made seeking justice for him. But he wants everybody as well to accept his new reality the way he has. And he says thank you. I keep hearing that. Thank you. Seunghan is very thankful. But yes. Okay. That is what I am picking up from his solo pile. So, you know what? I will put these back in here. And now we're going to take a look at the what if scenario. If he were to go back, whoops, I'm throwing things in here. If he were to go back to Riize, so let me just gather these in here. Oh wow. I just look at the timer and yeah, I did told you it's gonna be a long video, so don't say I didn't warn you. Okay. Thank you so much, spirit guides. Thank you. We appreciate it. Thank you, Seunghan, from letting us see things from your point of view. Thank you. Okay. So that's his solo pile. We will put that there. And now we're going to take a look at the what if. What if he goes back to Riize? Okay, once again, to clear away the energies a little bit, I'm going to ring my bell. So take out your headphones or lower the volume if you have them, so that way you don't hurt your precious ears. We only have one pair of those after all. Okay, here I go. Okay. Yeah. Here we go. Oh, come on. There we go. I have a little incense holder in there, and sometimes the incense just doesn't want to go back inside. Okay. So just like the last one, I will take a look at the oracle cards first, and then I'll take a look at the tarot cards. Okay. So Seunghan, if by a miracle you return to Riize, what would happen here, young man? Okay. Miracles. First of all, if he were to come back to Riize, it would be a miracle. Like a 3 to 5% of that happening. And even then, it will not be something that immediately happens. It will be like 3 to 5 years from now. That's what I see. 3 to 5 years from now. But there's only a 3 to 5%. So yeah, chances of him returning to Riize are very slim. They really are. Ooh, solitude. Solitude, and not the good kind. Not the good kind. So, I mean, yes, he will be in the group, right? But you know what? I see the members of Riize, for example, in like a fan meet, where sometimes, the whole group is announced, and sometimes it's like, okay, each member, one by one. Seunghan, Antoine, and then whatever the names are. I'm sorry. I never stand Riize because of what happened with Seunghan. When I was beginning to, get into Riize, they sent him on a hiatus, and I just completely stopped seeing news and anything about them. But whenever Seunghan's name is announced, I keep hearing boo, and I see people doing this boo. Whoa, oh my god. Okay, I cannot say that on camera, but basically people are telling him to go F yourself. If you We don't want you. Go self-delete. Erase yourself. Yeah. Oh boy. And of course, I see the band members comforting him, being there, supporting him, but yeah, Seunghan himself, he is not happy. In fact, I see him being just a shadow of the self he used to be before. So yeah, not a good thing for Seunghan so far. Falling angel is spiritual narcolepsy. Yeah, he will be depressed, basically. Not just emotionally, but spiritually as well. Seunghan will be very depressed. Because once again, whenever his name is announced in anything, oh, he gets a lot of boos and stuff like that. Completion. Usually completion gives me a really great feeling. But no, today is giving me the opposite. In fact, Seunghan will never be complete again if he were to go back to Riize. If that 3 to 5%, and even then the 5% is so far away. I see a 4% more clearly than a 5%. The 5% is a little bit hazy. But yeah, Seunghan, he will never be complete. Whoa, why is my hand twitching? Oh my. The heck? Oh, okay. That is new. I don't know if the camera caught it, but my finger was twitching. Oh, thank you, Spirit. Okay. Thank you so much, anxiety. Thank you. When some people feel anxious, they have problem breathing. Their heart rate is up. And some people actually experience some twitching because once again, the anxiety level is so high. They're on the verge of having a panic attack. They want to run, but they don't want to run. They are feeling this, and then they're feeling that, and then it's just overwhelming. That's what I see for Seunghan. That is what I see for him. Once again, he's never going to be complete. Even though he's going to have the love of his band members, but no. We have flowering. Seunghan will do his best to hide. Idols are expected to not be human, to hide anything they're feeling, and just be the ideal fantasy of whatever delusion fans have. So, on the outside, yeah, he's gonna be able to hide it most of the times. Sometimes it's gonna come out, and then he's gonna get criticized because, he's not the perfect flower we want him to be. How dare he come back and not being able to take the heat? That is what I see there. Let me move these a little bit closer. Okay. Wailing tree, reconciliations. I mean, there will have to be some reconciliations as well between Seunghan, the Riize members, and the team that makes it possible for them to do their job. There will have to be a lot of reconciliations there, which a lot of workers in SM they are not willing to do. They're really not. In fact, a lot of them feel that Seunghan made everything 10 times as hard for them, as if their jobs were not hard enough already. So no, Seunghan can just stay away. Horseman, hero of change. Yeah, once again, if by a miracle Seunghan were to return to Riize, it will not be immediate. It will be 3 to 5 years from now, with a lot of backlash again. And you know what? The funeral wreaths, you will see them again. Whoa. And I actually see some people getting physical with Seunghan in not friendly terms. Like physically. Because I'm not sure if I can actually say that on YouTube, because YouTube is weird sometimes. But yeah. Yeah, his safety will be in great jeopardy. Seunghan's safety will be in great jeopardy. Destiny. Okay, I'm pretty sure there's gonna be a lot that don't like this and may not believe you, and you are always free to not believe what I'm saying. I don't expect everybody to believe me, and I don't, I don't claim to know everything, but it looks like Seunghan wasn't destined to be part of Rice. The figure in this card, her eyes are closed, and sometimes when you don't want to believe, when you don't want to hear something, you close your eyes, or when you want to ignore it, you close your eyes, you pretend to fall asleep. So yes, there's a lot of people that are denying what is happening with Seunghan, right? That they don't want to accept the fact that he is not going to be part of Rise, but it's not meant to be like that. From what I can see so far, he is not meant to be in Rise. We had the card of fertility. Okay. Okay. I know there's the belief that, okay, Rice is going to be better, more fertile if there's all 7 of them, the way it was before. Abroad, maybe. But not in Korea. And taking idols abroad is a lot more expensive, which means the final profit at the end decreases. So, Rice, it looks like majority of the time they're going to stay in Asia, China, Philippines, South Korea. Vietnam comes to mind as well. Singapore. So yes, Southeast Asia, that's where the profit is going to be. Safe home. Okay, remember what I was saying about Seunghan's safety being in jeopardy? Yeah. He is more safe now than he is not part of Rice. He is more safe now. If he were to rejoin Rice again. Safe travel. Interesting. Okay, 2 things come here with safe travel. For some reason, a travel ban comes to mind for Seunghan. Why? Because he's a controversial figure. And once again, not everybody wants him in Rice. And we can argue that, okay, it's a minority, it's a majority, blah, 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 blah. But either way, some people are crazy. And once again, his safety will be in jeopardy as well. So, a potential travel ban for Seunghan from entering places, not just countries, but places in general, because they don't want the crowd going crazy and possibly doing something crazy. They don't want that. And also, I see sasaengs. Can I say that word? Oh my gosh. Freaking YouTube and your ban of words. I'm not sure if I can say that word. But sasaengs, they follow idols, which is crazy, right? But an example that comes to mind with something that could possibly happen is them acquiring travel information about Rice. They find out the information to support the OT6, but to, once again, do something crazy against Seunghan. Or simply just to, okay, I don't remember how long ago this was, but I remember news that, sasaengs had find out TXT's travel information, and they had changed their meals in the flight and stuff. Okay, I see them also doing that, changing their meals or even changing destinations for Seunghan, for the members of Rice. But it's mostly to annoy Seunghan, to annoy him. Postponement. Okay, postponement. And new vision. Okay. here with postponement, eventually comes a time when companies let their artists do a little bit of solo endeavors. For example, okay, I'm gonna use Ning Ning of aespa, for example. Okay, yeah, she does her work with aespa, but then she goes to China and do her own solo endeavor things. She comes back. Winter, I think she's the ambassador of some kind of brand. I think I could be wrong about that, but she goes and she does it. If Seunghan stays with Riize, whatever possible solo endorsements or opportunities, commercials that he could be doing, they're gonna be postponed. Once again, because his safety will be in jeopardy. Because other companies, they don't want to deal with the crazy fans that don't like Seunghan. And here with new vision, well, that new vision that Seunghan has for his future, it is not gonna happen. It's gonna be cloudy. It's gonna be full of doubts. So once again, it is not good for Seunghan. Okay. Now we have the tarot cards. So let's see. What are we gonna find out? Okay, this one's catching my attention. Okay, Knight of Cups. Whoa. Okay, like I said, there are some Korean fans that don't care about what Seunghan did. Excuse me, or that he had an ex-girlfriend. There are those that don't care, that they are sane of mind. They don't care. Excuse me. I see the anti-fans attacking those fans. For example, I see a young lady with a poster. She's in a concert. And she has Seunghan's picture and, she's cheering for Seunghan. And then I see somebody actually attacking her physically because she is supporting Seunghan. So, yeah. It looks like even those fans' safety will be in jeopardy. Then we have the Lovers. Also, there will be tension with the members of Riize themselves. There will be a lot of tension there. Yes, there is support, but there's also tension. Like, oh my God, okay, we're gonna go, for example, we're gonna go to Singapore. But then there's anti-fans in there. And I see all the other members also being very full of anxiety. Because they are saying, okay, how can, for example, if we walk in front and we leave Seunghan behind us, okay, if somebody tries something, then they attack us, but not him. So I see them planning and methods of hopefully how to protect Seunghan. So yeah, there's a lot of anxiety there. Knight of Pentacles. Also, I see people in SM Entertainment once again saying it's not worth it. Yeah, we're making money, but you know what? It's not worth it. It could always be more if Seunghan wasn't here, so it's not even worth it. Two of Cups. Once again, I'm getting this sensation of, we could have had more if he wasn't here, but he is here, so instead of having 4 cups, we only have 2. Instead of having this much money, we only have this much. And also, I see workers from SM Entertainment criticizing Seunghan because, well, Seunghan just happened to look sad that one day. Instead of looking happy and bubbly and whatever, he's going around looking sad. Like, oh my God, how dare he be sad? He got back in Riize, so he should be happy. He should stop complaining. He should just be happy. Okay, we have Justice. Well, SM puts out a lot of statements, saying, oh, we're going to take legal action against blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I see them doing that, but I don't see them actually doing anything about it. Yeah, they're going to put out a statement, but they're not going to do anything. So yeah, don't expect SM to protect Seunghan if he were to return to Riize. Page of Pentacles. If Seunghan were to return to Riize, well, those OT6 fans, well, they would boycott Riize. So profits are gonna decrease, which SM is not gonna like. The workers at SM are not gonna like that. And once again, a lot of people are gonna be saying, why is he back here? Things were better when he wasn't here. 5 of Wands, yeah, a lot of fighting. Internal fighting within the company. 7 of Swords. Defamation, that's the word that comes with that. Defamation. Of course, defaming Seunghan. So yeah, a lot of people accusing Seunghan of other stuff that he's not guilty of, but because, you know, the thinking behind that is that, okay, we got him kicked out once, we can get him kicked out again. King of Swords. And let me take a look at that ones here. 2 of Cups. Oh, Seunghan. 6 of Swords. And the Ace of Swords. So yeah, once again, a lot of people against Seunghan. And you know what? Usually the 2 of Cups is, especially in the After Tarot right here, it's a happy thing. It's a good thing. And here it gives me the opposite. Seunghan, I see him crying. And Antoine comes to mind here. I see Antoine hugging Seunghan when Seunghan is crying. And Seunghan is going to be wishing to leave. Here with the 6 of Swords. He's going to be wishing to leave Riize. He's going to be wishing to leave and have a new beginning. All of the aces, they represent a new beginning of something. So having a new beginning. So yes, overall, it doesn't seem like it would be a good thing for Seunghan to come back to Riize. Okay. This deck is catching my attention. What do you want to tell us about this scenario here? What do you want to tell us? Okay, 7 of Pentacles. Excuse me. A Death card. And the 4 of Swords. Ay, ay, ay. Okay. With the Death card. Once again, Seunghan is just going to be wishing to leave. He's going to be wishing that, you know, instead of coming back to Riize, that he should have just gone alone and just start all over, have a new beginning, have a rebirth. With the 7 of Pentacles here, I see unfair wages for Seunghan. For Seunghan. Why? Because people are going to blame him for the lack of profit in Riize. With the 4 of Swords. Yeah, anxiety. Once again, a lot of anxiety, a lot of worrying, and a lot of crazy people wishing for Seunghan to be like this. To self-erase. So yeah, it's a confirmation. That is not a good thing. And once again, chances of this happening, of Seunghan returning to Riize, are small. 3 to 5%, and the 5% is very hazy. And it's not immediate. It's in 3 to 5 years from now. Wow, what a journey. Okay. Cosmic friends, that is all I have for you today. I told you this was going to be a long one, so if you're still watching and you made it to the end, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. I hope this gave you a little more insight based on the current energy at the moment, because that is how tarot works. It is based on current energy. So Let me know what you think in the comments below. Please be civil to one another. Also, I would appreciate it if instead of a... Oh my gosh, that's my neighbor. It scared me. I just heard a honk. I don't know if the microphone picked it up, but that kind of scared me. I was so focused here. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, what was I saying? Oh yes, instead of writing me a whole novel, I mean, I'm still gonna read it, but I would appreciate it if you could divide that into different comments because, well, it's easier on my eyes. The font that YouTube uses for comments and stuff like that, it is very small, even when I'm in front of my laptop. So yeah, if you could divide up the comments, I would appreciate it, and that will help me out a little more with the algorithm as well. So stay tuned. I am planning to do another live Q&A, so you can ask me questions at that time. When exactly, I do not know, but keep your notifications on so that way you are aware. All right, guys. I wish you guys the best. I wish Seunghan and all the members of Riize the best. And I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.